Is it live? I think it is live. So, the good news is Jesus has risen. Let us rejoice and be glad. Thank you. Okay, this is supposed to be positive. I just want to say thank you, and I hope to God, actually I pray every day for you, and I want you to enjoy today, and whether you haven't been to church in a while, go every week, haven't seen your family in a while, see them all the time, whatever the case may be, whatever your story may be, know that it's all the past as of today. If you want to change it, you absolutely can. And I encourage you, I really, 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 really encourage you. I know I encourage and say things on a regular basis, but yes, we'll see ya. Happy Easter. Deja. More than ever, time is precious, and keys go on top of the car so you don't lock them in. More than ever, time is precious. You never know how much time you have left, or your family, or loved ones. Let them know. Let them know. What do you got to lose? Maybe some embarrassment, maybe someone makes fun of you. BFD. You've probably been getting made fun of your entire life. I know I have. What does it matter? What's your message? What are you trying to get out? What do you want to tell the world? What is it worth? I remember a good friend of mine telling me that all unhappiness stems from the seeds of untapped potential. You were born with the seeds of greatness inside of you. God put them inside of you. And the only reason you may not be living up to it, I hope to God you are. I have a lot of friends, and I know you're watching this, and honestly, you're my inspiration. There's a lot of you, like... Give me 1 second, I gotta hang up my coat. We good? Okay. There's a lot of you that inspire me daily. And I appreciate you for it, you know? When one ship gets raised up, everyone gets raised up, right? We're not supposed to be here to be sad or hate our lives, and whatever you want to call it. We're supposed to be here to... Jesus came so we could be victorious.
Serious.
Phone. World, did the phone just turn itself off when it's supposed to be brighter? Or paused itself, or whatever the case may be. Enjoy the time with your loved ones. If you haven't been to church, entertain the idea. Maybe what you've been believing your whole life isn't the whole truth. Most of them are not beneficial. I agree with you. But there are good ones. There are good ones. I invite you, if you're in the Metro Detroit area, Grace Community, where I just came out of, is a good one. Give it a shot. Sit in the back. Sit in the upper back. You don't need to tell anyone. You don't need to impress anyone. Do it for you. What do you want? I kind of feel like a broken record sometimes, because it's like, I truly mean everything I say, but I just want you to realize that life is special. It's supposed to be lived victoriously. If you want to post it below or private message me, share it. I know what it's like to feel alone too well for many reasons. And if you feel like there's no one to talk to, whether you go to church or not, God is always with you. And I invite you to join me here, or at least reach out on a regular basis. I do get private messages, and I so appreciate it because I know what it's like to not want to trust someone or not want to say something or not make something public known. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. And once you realize that and feel it, you'll see that we're all broken inside. But we also have people that love us and support us. And your past is history. What was that thing? Your past is history. Something about the present, and that's why today's a gift. I thank you for supporting me today, yesterday, this weekend. It's been less than fun, but at the same time, just, you gotta look at the positive, for real. And know that make the most of the time you have. It's not always gonna be there. I don't know if I was so disillusioned that I've always loved people and liked helping, and I just maybe believed that I would never age, my family and friends would never age, and we would all always live forever together in abundance. And thank you, Derek. I saw your comment the other day, and I was thinking of you in high school. I was cutting a lawn the year we were graduating, and remember, everyone was going off. Before Facebook, I was collecting people's names, numbers, phone numbers, their parents' address, the pets' names, because even when we went away, if we did, I knew statistically that the parents don't move. So 10 years later, I go, even if I can't find the kid, lo and behold, Facebook came out a few years later, so it actually got real easy. But I collected the names and numbers because I sincerely wanted to. I had a compact iPack. And I remember cutting the lawn one day just going, man, I want to bless all my friends and, give them money for college and all this, same age as me. But it was just like, we are designed, God designed us to help one another. And I know what I'm saying this second is very similar to what I've been saying for years. Check any of the 440 videos on here. But after this weekend, I thought I had more time with Dad. I knew it wouldn't be forever, but I didn't expect this. And now I just feel like, more than ever, yes, I'm sad. Yeah, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. But at the same token, I'm going, we should all be so blessed to be in a better place. Because ever since I was younger, it seemed like everything was good. That's because Mom and Dad were watching out for me, for my two sisters. They were always watching out for me. And then I got on my own and realized that we live in a fallen world. And every time in the past that everything seems to be going well, there's some reminder that it's temporary, this isn't heaven, we're just here on this ball of mud. But in my mind and in my heart, I've always put people first and wanted to get together and all kinds of stuff. Do it now. Do it now. Plan for the future. Work towards your goals, obviously. But be very present and realize that every moment is special. And make them count. And I hope you got 10, 20, 30, 40 years left with your family and your relatives and your parents. And I pray you have over 100 years yourself if you're my age. But I tell you what, looking through pictures and videos, spent 2 hours and only got through 1 year. That's some good memories. We know how to live life to the fullest. How many times have I said the party goes on? Let's turn up the music. Let's have fun. Let's make people laugh. I didn't wake up one day and just decide that. I was born with that, and I got it from Dad because he was a great man. Tell your parents that. If you're afraid to show emotion, if you're a guy, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You're trying to impress the rest of the world, and they're worried about what they think. What the... Maybe I should get off church property before I say that. Who are you trying to impress? Tell your dad you love him today. Tell your mom. Tell everyone you truly mean it with. It'll mean so much, and I assure you the rest doesn't matter. Have fun, enjoy it, live victoriously, live in abundance, but don't be afraid to show your heart. Don't be a shell of a person just because society programmed you to think so. Little puppet masters. And it's funny because people know that I help people grow their business with marketing and all that stuff, and some people are like, rant, whatever. The whole reason I got into it was to send a message of hope, to bring back good family values, and to have an abundant lifestyle and set an example for people. You can't fix... I'm no longer trying to fix something. You can't fix something that's not able to be fixed. There's always going to be hurt and pain in the world. It says so in Scripture. Can't change that. Not going to argue with God. But if you want to make a difference, you have to know how it operates. So many people try to fight it from the outside. When you know how to reach people and communications is what marketing is. My thought was, the second I know how to... the example is like celebrities or whatever the case may be. When people say, well, I don't think they should be talking about this. Well, I don't think they should be talking about that. When they win an Oscar, they shouldn't be talking about politics or blah, blah, blah. They have the freedom of speech just the same way you do. Why aren't you talking about it? I figured it would be 10 times easier to make a name for myself, to spread the good message of hope, to inspire other people, because when you get the platform, when you get your message out there, you can say whatever the heck you want. And if that's a good message, that's what it's going to be. It's not that it's nothing more than an avenue. If someone puts you on stage, what are you going to share? I go, okay, no one might not know who I am now. But when they do, I'm going to share everything I was given from my family, which was joy, love, happiness, and treat others with respect and make their life better. And it is such a blessing to realize I'm just continuing stuff that was already started 30 years before I even was born. So, tell your family you love them today. Be open to the spiritual realm. I'm not telling you go to a specific church. If you're looking for one, mine's awesome. Grace Community on Moross. Check out the video below. All I'm saying is be open to it. I grew up one way, and I kind of thought I may have went there today. I grew up Catholic. And even today, Easter Sunday, my sister went with my mom, and I thought maybe I should go. to support Mom, but Marie's there and she's good, and Mom's actually surprisingly well. But I was like, it's not me, it's how I grew up. But then I realized other truths. I was open, I was receptive. I'm not putting anything else down. You have to discover it on your own, but just pray. Even if it's, God, I haven't talked to you in a minute. Start the process. I'm open to it. Just don't be like this. There was a long time when I just felt like I had to do certain things. And it wasn't peer pressure with drugs and drinking or anything bad, but it was just, again, if you want to make it public, or go ahead. If you want to private me, have you ever felt like you have to do something to please your family just because that's the norm or the tradition? Or maybe it's classmates or colleagues, or do you feel like you have to fit into a box that society of whatever proportions makes you want to fit into? Or do you feel like you're the outlier and you don't fit in anywhere? That can be equally as interesting, because you're different. You don't feeling to fit in, but maybe it's loneliness. Maybe you don't fit in, but you also feel like you don't belong. Jesus can help you both ways. This is the whole point of Easter. It's not a chocolate bunny. Just throwing that out there. I don't even know where the bunny thing came from, but the point is, you're not alone. Whether you know me, you know what? Larry, thank you for walking up to me. I made a new friend today in real life. We were connected on Facebook, and we walked out, and I think he was in front of me, and then I went to go live, and then he's like, "Are you Mario?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "We're on your Facebook." And, he said some things, and I was appreciative, because people are always watching. Whether they literally walk up to you out in public or not, people are constantly watching. If you're writing a story of your life, would it be a bestseller? Would it be an exciting read? What are you doing with it? That post I made the other day, make the most of today, because tomorrow you might not be reading this. We still have our whole lives ahead of us. Maybe you have a day, maybe you have a week, maybe you have a month, maybe you have 100 years. And I'm excited for you, and let me know what I can do to support you. And thank you again for everyone who has been an outpouring of support for me and my family. What can you do? If you know how to get a zipper on black suit pants, that's like a stupid issue that's going to get resolved in the next 24 hours. That's actually for real. My other suit. But that's somewhat of a joke. I say that jokingly, because you gotta have humor. Like Dad did. But say a prayer. Please, for my family, for all my family. I have a feeling we're going to need it. I think we might all be in denial. I felt great yesterday. Today was a little bit different. But I want you to pray for you and your family. Whatever your problem is, give it to God. He can take it away. Then you feel better. And then you go after what you want, and you become so strong people can lean on you. It's awesome. To varying degrees, I am not there. I'm not perfect, not claiming to be. But I'm way better off than I was. And all you have to do is move forward daily. So, I'm gonna go get some things, and then I gotta go do some other things, and I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you. Happy Easter. God is risen. Jesus is risen. And this is the first time I did Facebook Live and Periscope last year. Was the exact same thing after Easter Sunday service. Thank you, Duncan. Sharon, Evan, Jackie, Mark, Jamie, Ivan, Jason, Karen. I saw you. Thank you. Happy Easter. Everything comes full circle. Don't be afraid to live full out. Again, not telling you to live every day as if it's... Actually, I'm telling you to live every day to the fullest as if it's your last. But plan for the future. Don't plan to not be here tomorrow. Do your absolute best every day, but you have to have long-term thinking also. There's too many people who don't care if it's their last, don't think it's going to be, and they're just aloof, and they never plan for the future, so they're living constantly in perpetual... It's like Groundhog Day. You can't ever build anything long-term. Build for the future. Plan on it. But don't get so caught up in the future that you're not present for the present. That's good. That's good. Someone type that in below so I remember it. Thank you. So, let go, let God. Happy Easter. Jesus is risen, and God bless. Love your family. Tell them today. You want to do something? Tell your family how much they mean to you and love them. Take pictures, document on video for no other reason than you can go back to it. Not when you need to make a collage board for not fun reasons, but to look back regularly and go, wow, look, we had a great year. We had a great year. Just because you had a bad chapter of your life doesn't mean the story's over. Let go, let God. Happy Easter. God bless.